Breath of the Wild has been having Zelda enthusiasts like myself ponder over what Breath of the Wild's overworld looked like before the Great Calamity attacked Hyrule. While this topic as a whole is interesting, let's take our focus to the Temple of Time. The Temple of Time is without a doubt the one from Ocarina of Time, as the exterior design is the same as the one in Ocarina of Time. However, have you ever wondered what those buildings next to the Temple of Time were? What was their purpose? My name is Hylian Luke, and today I am joined by GameOver Jesse, RMFH, and Key of Time 15 in this Zelda theory speculation. So get comfy, grab a snack, and enjoy the video. To start, the buildings connected to the Great Plateau have emblems in them, Farore, Nehru, and Din's emblems specifically. When facing the Temple of Time from the bottom of the staircase, the emblems are in their respective spots from their spots in the Triforce. Farore on the right, Nehru on the left, and Din at the top. If the player places a stamp on their map where each emblem lies, the stamps will form a triangle on the map representing the Triforce.
There's also a bit of symbolism inside of each destroyed sanctum. Now, obviously, with the overworld being an apocalyptic nature setting, of course all of the ruins in the game will have some form of nature growing within the ruins. However, it's nice to think that in Farore's sanctum, the interior is covered in tall grass and blooming flowers. This could symbolize Farore's purpose of creating life to uphold the law of Nehru.
In Nehru's Sanctum, this is where Link can find a chest containing the Hylian trousers, a form of defense in this Zelda game. In past titles, Nehru has been associated with the defensive mechanism, like Nehru's Love from Ocarina of Time, or using Nehru Orbs in Phantom Hourglass to gain double defense.
Lastly, in Din's Sanctum, you can find a deceased guardian lying in this sanctum. It's interesting because Din represents power, and Calamity Ganon used his power to overthrow the guardians and obliterate Hyrule with them.
You could also take this symbolism a step further and say that the three emblems also resemble Link, Zelda, and Calamity Ganon. Notice how the emblems of Farore and Nehru are practically hidden by the grass, and yet Din is not hidden at all. This could symbolize in the battle against the Calamity 100 years ago, Link fell, Zelda was too late, and the Calamity had won the war. The same applies to the Triforce emblem in the Temple of Time.
Now that we've explained what the ruined sanctums are like physically and symbolically, what was the original intention of these sanctums? Were they rooms of worship for each golden goddess? Did the three sanctums hold the three spiritual stones from Ocarina of Time? Did they hold the goddess pearls from the Wind Waker? It's a bit of a stretch, but we think the three sanctums actually held the three respective pieces of the Triforce, and here is why. The Great Plateau is an elevated piece of land separated from the rest of the Kingdom of Hyrule. In the Creating a Champion book, a map of Hyrule's geography says that the Great Plateau was used for sacred ceremonies. With only one entrance to the Great Plateau, it is easy to see why this area was used for such a purpose. The Great Plateau, and by extension the Temple of Time, was the birthplace of Hyrule. The Temple of Time was built over the ruins of the Sealed Temple from Skyward Sword, which used to be the Temple of Hylia. This could be why the Temple of Time has a Hylia statue inside of it.
The Temple of Time wasn't built to replace the Sealed Temple though. The Temple of Time was built to be a gateway between the normal world and the Sacred Realm. In Skyward Sword, the Triforce is discovered to be inside of Skykeep, the dungeon hidden underneath Skyloft.
Inside Skykeep, Link had to use the Master Sword to send his soul into the Sacred Realm and claim the pieces of the Triforce. Afterwards, the Statue of Hylia is sent spiraling down back to the surface to reconnect with the Sealed Temple.
This could explain what the sanctums connected to the Temple of Time were meant for. While completely different from the rooms in Skykeep, the Goddess Sanctums were built for the same purpose of reaching one's soul into the Sacred Realm in an attempt to acquire the Triforce. With this though, many would have to take caution in this activity. As Zelda from Skyward Sword mentions, only a person with an unbreakable spirit can claim the Triforce from the Sacred Realm, which is why Link had to hone his soul and body for the task.
It would also explain why the Great Plateau is risen from the rest of Hyrule. Having the gateway to the Sacred Realm and the Triforce risen away from the rest of Hyrule would be a great way to keep wrongdoers away from it. Now you may be thinking about that memory cutscene in Breath of the Wild, where Zelda awakens her power finally and stops the horde of guardians that are about to kill Link. Many people believe that Zelda has the entire Triforce within her, since all three parts of the Triforce on her hand glow. This doesn't directly imply that, however. In Skyward Sword, you find out that Zelda is the goddess Hylia reincarnated to help aid her chosen knight. This can definitely be the same case. With the power of Hylia within her, from praying at the springs of power, wisdom, and courage mixed with her deep love for Link, Zelda's hidden powers finally awakened, and the mark of the Triforce on her hand was a symbol of that awakened power. Thank you guys for watching this theory speculation video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like as well as subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave a comment down below to let us know your thoughts on this theory and anything else you'd like to say. Please be sure to check out GameOver Jesse, RMFH, and KeoTime15. Huge shout out to these guys, and if you would like to check out their channels, please check the description down below. You can check out all my social media in the description as well as my Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel and keep these types of videos going, please be sure to give it a look. Once again, my name is Hylian Luke, happy Zelda month, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!